Good evening. I'm Jeff. With me are Kyle and Eli. Tonight we're talking with Yuri and Vlad Baranovsky. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Thank you. It's absolutely our pleasure. We've been looking forward to talking with you guys for a really long time. We're big fans. Early adopters of Break a Leg. I still have the first podcast from iTunes that I downloaded. So.
Wow, that's great. I don't know anyone who watches or watched Break a Leg anymore.
I actually have his download of the first podcast, and I'm subscribed to it as well, so I'm a huge fan of the show as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I watched it on YouTube, but I still really like it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
We established our fan credentials here. We're really excited to talk with you guys. Geez, I guess I'm not really sure where to begin. First question, you following the hockey playoffs on the Stanley Cup? You're a Sharks fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a big Sharks fan. Vlad is too. I mean, we've played hockey since we were kids, so we've been watching hockey for years with our dad and playing hockey, and so yeah, we're big fans.
Okay, do you care since your team's not in the finals?
I haven't been watching, I have to admit. I've been terrible.
I
didn't know who's in the finals.
You don't know who's in the finals? Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Chicago and Boston.
I think I'm for Chicago because one of the Sharks players, Jesus, is on the Chicago team now, so I figure why not, you know?
Okay. It's like, what was that, the ex-Cub factor, the team with the most ex-Cubs in the World Series always loses, or
right.
Something like that. Anyway, let's talk about your early life a little bit. You guys were brothers. Vlad, you're the older of the two?
I am.
By about how much?
5 years.
5 years, okay. You were both born in Kiev.
That's right, yeah.
And emigrated here from Ukraine. Was that post-Soviet or pre-Soviet?
It was right at the end of Soviet, I guess. It was still, it was still communist when we left. It was in '89, so
okay.
A few years later, everything collapsed.
So you didn't have to be here too long to suffer Yakov Smirnoff type jokes and things, right?
Yeah.
Yuri, and I think I mentioned it in my outline. I remember reading something you had said or written some time ago that you didn't realize you were Jewish until you moved to America.
No, it was less that I didn't realize that I was Jewish. It was less that we didn't quite know what that meant. You know, we knew we were Jews, but like we didn't go to synagogue and we didn't know any songs or I went on the Israel birthright trip, which I don't know if you know. It's like a program for 18 to 26-year-old Jews. So you fly to Israel and kind of get shown around the country for 10 years. It's a really cool trip. But when I went, they would do like everyone on Shabbat will sing the songs and everyone knows all the songs and sings together. And I'm like, I don't know. So I knew I was Jewish. I just didn't really know what that entailed. And my mom especially got more into it in America, and we got, I think, more familiar with it.
The main thing we knew is that we shouldn't tell anyone we're Jewish.
When you lived in Ukraine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And still, if you ask my grandma, that's still the case.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Were you an observant household? Were you observant Jews, or?
No, not really. I mean, we did stuff that we didn't know was observant. Like, my mom never mixed meat and milk, but we didn't know that was... Like, I realized only, I think, recently that that's probably why.
Okay.
But she didn't tell us why. She just told us we don't do that.
Yeah. What were your parents like, or what are your parents like? Are they funny? Did you guys have a funny dinner table when you were kids?
Yeah. Go ahead.
They're more my dad and mom will like spar with wit, I think, more than anything. Our dad is definitely goofy and silly, and my mom is like has this sharp wit. But they both, yeah. And both our like extended families are very boisterous and funny. It's like my dad's side is more really, really sarcastic and just dry, and my mom's side is more loud and silly. So yeah, I would say that we have a pretty funny family.